This is definitely not your grandfather's old 1954 truck anymore. This is an absolutely beautiful, older restoration, but very well maintained 1950 Ford, slightly chopped, fuel injected street rod pickup. It's got a tuned port injection, 350 engine. Engine runs excellent. The wires are all loomed. Like I said, this is an older build, but you know, just very well maintained, very well kept. Mechanically, it's absolutely perfect. Runs and drives great. Just a really nice cruiser. The engine runs great. It's got a brand new aluminum radiator. It does have a fan shroud. It's running the factory fan, no electric fan, nothing like that. Under the hood, you can kind of tell under the hood that the paint's not perfect on the bottom side of the hood. I'm guessing this build was probably 20 years ago, but probably driven very little, you know, just a little bit every year. This is a House of Color orange, absolutely beautiful metallic in it. I do have a quart of paint that comes with the car, that way if a guy wants to do any touch-up, you know exactly what you have for paint. The grille, also the rest of the chrome pieces on the hood were all re-chromed when it was done. All looks really nice still. I love what they did to the front valance on it. Looks fantastic. Hood opens up just like it did back in 1950 by gently pulling on this. Ford emblems, all that. It's not all pitted. The chrome around the headlights, stuff like that's all been re-chromed as well. Like I said, I'm guessing 15-20 years ago, but it still looks really nice. I did notice it's got a couple little paint imperfections right along this lip on this hood. That's a little blister here. It's not bubbled out or not broken open or nothing like that. It's got one there and it's got two on this side. But the glare on this, I'm going to call it kind of a Lamborghini pearl orange, is absolutely beautiful. These fat front fenders are surrounding a nice set of centerline chrome rims, good rubber. This truck looks like a show truck, I'm going to say at 10 foot. You get right up close, you're going to see where it's got a couple rock chips here just from age. It's been touched up. It's got a paint crack right here. You see right along here. It's just in the paint, but it is there. It's got some little imperfections that are kind of showing its age, but all in all, just a beautiful truck. Cab corners are good and solid. Running boards are nice from front to back. They're all painted beautifully. The fenders have been flared out. If you look up and down the side of the truck, it's just a super straight, clean truck. Look at the size of the meats on there. It's been tubbed, channeled, fuel cell, brand new exhaust, looks beautiful, all painted underneath. This is a sharp truck for the money. I like what they did also on the tailpipes coming out the rear. It looks really nice, sounds great. Tailgate's in fantastic shape as well. The tailgate is molded into a one-piece tailgate, and the reason for that is, you know, when they did the tub and stuff here too, this oak floor actually raises up. I'll show you that in a second. There's a little switch in here, right inside the inner. I like what he did here too. I mean, he put some nice gaskets so that it rubs when it comes up on those gaskets, but it really keeps that sealed nice and tight, kind of waterproof. Kind of gives you a good idea of the chassis. Bottom side of the bed is all the same stained wood. Got a big old rear end in it, airbag rear suspension, dual exhaust is just tucked up in there, absolutely perfect. It's got fairly new exhaust. Like I said, the suspension's done right. Wiring looks like it's done right. This is just a cool truck. As we go through the rest of the truck, all the tail lights, headlights, all that kind of stuff works. I think you did a great job when they flared those fenders out. Paint's great on it, except for, like I said, a few little chips and nicks here and there. But overall condition, it looks really nice. Kind of look down here at the bottom of this fender. It's got a got a little too close to a curb or something right down there. It's got a blemish there, pretty good sized blemish. Got a little tiny paint chip right there by the edge of the hood. As we open the doors, I think they did a great job as well. Probably, like I said, 15-20-year-old interior. Great job as well on the interior. I like what they did with the power windows, and they work awesome, go up and down great. It's all painted and jammed in here. It's got a Budnick wheel, steering wheel, it's tilt column. All the gauges work, gas gauge, temp gauge. It's got 6,009 miles on the gauges, so 6,000 miles on the build is what I'm going to say. Door popper there in the dash, pops the door wide open. Seats are absolutely beautiful. They match the headliner, they match the door panels. Everything really flows with this truck. All the way to the steering wheel, goes with the wheels. I'll go ahead and lower this now. Door panel on the passenger side, excellent shape too. You got a little spot here where it hits on the door popper. You know, it's not rubbed through, but it's just the felt's pushed down a little bit. We look at our corners of the doors, they're in fantastic shape. Seat platforms, they're all carpeted as well. The seats, the carpet, everything's done right. I mean, there's just nothing half-ass in here. If you, for some reason, door poppers don't work, you got an automatic pull here on each side, which will open the doors. For some reason, if you do have a kind of emergency deal in case you do have a battery shortage. Oh, there's the one on the passenger side or driver's side right over there. It does have the chop, so it's got the little back window. It's got the rear view mirror. I think whoever gets this truck, if they're looking just for a beautiful driver, that's exactly what this truck is. Maybe it was a show winner 10-15 years ago. It's got enough age on it now where it's just a show truck driver with a few imperfections here and there. That's how I'd classify this truck. Very well done though. Does have another, you can kind of tell on the back side of the box, it's got a few little blisters right here, a couple little paint cracks there. Also, you've seen the door poppers that pop it open on the dash. There's one right here to get in. Somewhere here, right here. You can actually open it up with your foot, which works kind of slick. Alright, it's a little hot out today. Power windows work great, as I said before. Go up good, seal good, work nice and fast. It does have a power antenna. You turn the radio on, the power antenna goes right up. Radio works good. Oil pressure, it's carrying about 28 pounds oil pressure after it's warmed up. It's charging at 14 volts. Temperature, water temperature is running about 170. Fuel gauge works and speedometer works. Like I said earlier, it's got 6,009 miles on the odometer, and I'm guessing that's what's on the build of the truck. Fuel injected, tune port, tilt wheel, power steering, power disc front brakes, Just a great truck. Brand new dual exhaust. Fit very nicely under the box. Sounds great. Driver's side seats super comfortable, so is the passenger side. A lot of leg room on that passenger side as well. A lot of these trucks, when they chop the top or do something different or put different seats in, they don't think about headroom. This truck has probably a good 7 inches, 8 inches of headroom. I'm 6'2", and I got plenty of room in here, and you can clearly see out the windshield. Like I said, some of them, when they start messing with this stuff, the last thing they do is the seats, and you hit your head or you can't see out the windshield. This one's done very professionally. This truck was just built to drive. It ain't a speed demon, just a great 350 fuel injected engine. I'm going to roll that passenger window up. Runs and drives great down the road. It does not need an alignment that I can tell. The steering is nice and tight on it. Just gonna make a fast brake here. Brakes stop nice and straight. Transmission does kick down, get right back up to speed again. Like I said, if you're looking for a beautiful standout driver, that is exactly what this truck is. Just a great driver.